Here's Gordon. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside, Levine. Towns, a screen on Beverly. Here's Levine, and the layup's good off the glass. Levine's got 11.
No, it just makes his way inside. Levine has a score-first mentality.
Screen by Capella. Gordon kicks to Covington. The train, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
Well, he works to find the open space behind the arc, and it pays off with the three. Nice.
Levine kicks to George. Back to Levine. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Beverly against Levine. There's the feed to Covington. Six on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Gordon. A 3-ball. There it is. His 3rd basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Covington against George. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Clint Capella on top. So for the Rockets, Olynyk comes in for Harrell, and it's James Harden in for Eric Gordon. Harden dishes to Olynyk. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Kev, that's pretty good strength by Kelly Olynyk, not letting the contact alter his shot. Pretty good focus.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by 11. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
I think, Greg, he just has to get them on the same page. With this kind of lax defensive effort, something has got to change.
Levine against Harden. Levine passes to Holiday. Towns sets the pick for Holiday. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets leading by 11. And Beverly kicks to Covington. To the middle. And Olynyk with the basket on the assist from Covington. And it's 8 points for Kelly Olynyk.
After a shaky start, boy, he's found the range. Good second quarter for him.
Outside, George. Towns down low. Capella covering. Towns, no luck.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They've got to figure something out, and fast.
Harden dishes to Olynyk. He feeds it to Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. And Gibson sends it back. Here's George. And some very quick points for him on that possession. George has got 13.
Kevin, Paul George is absolutely rolling. He's getting any shot he wants, and he's in the zone.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Olynyk, a screen on Levine. For 3. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here for the Rockets. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gallinari comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Justin Holiday. Screen by Olynyk. Harden the pass to Williams. Screen by Olynyk. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Good. The nice assist for Williams. And it's 13 points for James Harden. Timberwolves trail by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Levine dishes to George. Towns the screen. 6 to shoot. Thomas kicks to Towns. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. It's good. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Harden against Thomas. Puts one up from 19. Towns, no luck.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Here's Anderson. But he gets it back on the wing, Williams. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Timberwolves trail by 16. Thomas passes to Levine. He dishes it to Gallinari. Towns sets the pick for Gallinari. Over Anderson. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got his first bucket of the night.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Covington dishes to Anderson. Over Gallinari. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Anderson's got 7 points.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Now, here's Thomas. 11 points in the game. Towns, the screen. George with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 16 points for George.
Well, this is where Isaiah Thomas's ability to pick apart the defense. The man is the maestro at finding his teammates.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And welcome, everybody, each and every one of you, to our special NBA postseason halftime report. I'm Ernie, taking a look at the Rockets. They're in a perfect position to grab a hold of this series, up 1-0 already, and playing incredible basketball, which has given them a huge lead at halftime. They just couldn't have asked for a better scenario. What do you think, Shaq? That about...
We welcome you back here to the coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Rockets. Harden out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Towns, no luck.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Back to Harden. It's Covington on the wing. Olynyk, a screen on George. Gibson with the steal. Here's Levine, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Levine. And so Levine nails both of them. Here is Harden. Olynyk in the corner. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, Kelly Olynyk on balance, soft touch with the deep shot. Love his concentration.
Thomas kicks to Towns, shoots over Capella, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Houston leading by 12. Beverly the pass to Harden. Capella sets a screen for Covington. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Harden against Thomas. Feeds it to George. To the inside. Outside for Thomas. And there's the foul. Goes on Taj Gibson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
Right, because you'd rather have guys playing aggressive and physical than being too timid.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Beverly dishes to Harden. To the paint. Towns with the steal. Outside Thomas. And here's George for 3. Cans it from downtown. George has got it back down to single digits for the Timberwolves. Harden kicks to Beverly. Back to Harden. Fires the 3. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And that's how you answer back.
But you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Minnesota calls timeout. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top three-point shooters in the playoffs. 5th, Karl Anthony Towns.
He is having so much success from beyond the three-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure. Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Capella with a screen on Towns. Harden's shot is good.
They wanted a fast start coming out of the break, and they are now 3 for 3.
Thomas kicks to George. Here's Towns. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Passes it to Beverly. It's Covington on the wing. Defended by George. Paul George with the steal. Shoots over Covington. It's rebounded by Houston.
Nice board.
A bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Thomas passes to Levine. Towns sets the pick for Levine. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. Thomas against Harden. And Capella sends it back. Beverly up top. 11 points in the game. Out to the right wing. For 3, Olynyk. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Levine dishes to George. Towns a screen on Covington. The 3 from Thomas. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
But I like how Thomas takes his time, squares up, measures the shot. He gets buckets.
Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Towns.
Well, obviously, it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
Levine kicks to George. Gibson passes to George. Gibson the screen. Got a piece of it. That's tipped.
Okay, Kelly Olynyk getting up high for that rejection. At 7 feet, that length comes in handy.
Lob pass to Capella. Minnesota calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time to sing Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Lenz checked in for Clint Capella. Harrell comes in for Kelly Olynyk. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Gordon in for Patrick Beverly. Harden draws the double. And it's Ariza in the corner. Back to Gordon. Houston moving the ball around. Harden outside. The 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 11. And George kicks it to Tucker. Chang a screen. Gallinari with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Chang with a screen on Ariza. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That free throw good from Gallinari. Gallinari hits them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
On the wing, Harden. He kicks it to Len. Back to Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Gallinari. The Rockets haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Harden hits them both. Timberwolves trail by 11. Thomas dishes to Tucker. Kicks it to George. Chang with the screen for George. Over Gordon. And that one's good. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Kevin, that's just wonderful movement off the screen. Paul George knows exactly where to be.
Harden the pass to Len. Ariza has the open look. A 3-pointer is right on target. And the Rockets lead by 12.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Tucker misses off the left iron.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Harden kicks to Gordon. Back to Harden. Harrell setting the pick for Harden. Got a piece of it. Paul George with the steal. And Thomas has it in the corner. Here's Gallinari. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Gallinari. Lou Williams is checked in for the Rockets. He hits both from the stripe.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Williams a screen from deep. Harden, and another 3 for Houston.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Thomas kicks to Gallinari. And that one, good. Gallinari's got 8 points.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Harden kicks to Len. The dish to Gordon. The pass to Harden. Here's the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Harden's got 28 points for the game.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And if you're sensing a concern, best thing you can do is call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You've got to get this game under control. I think he sees some adjustments he can make.
Anderson, he's checked in for Len.
Ryan Anderson.
Timberwolves trail by 14. George sets a screen for Thomas. Dishes it to Jang. Pass to George. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Man, Kevin, we see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Well, you got to love the passion of Paul George. He plays with his heart. I mean, this guy is a standout player who has the drive to be an all-time great.
Harden dishes to Williams. Gordon for 3. Not going to go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And Tucker kicks to George. Back to Tucker. Outside Thomas. 6 to shoot. Jang a screen off the pick. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, you can't afford to let Gorgui Zhang float around on the offensive glass. He's going to find a way to hurt you.
Here's Williams. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Thomas against Harden. For 3, Gordon. Again, the miss by Gordon. Timberwolves trail by 10. Gallinari passes to Thomas. Outside, George. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 6 assists here tonight.
Boy, as aggressive as he's been hitting all these shots, they're still behind.
Williams a screen on Thomas. Anderson the screen. And it's Harden shutting it down.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. This one for 3. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from George.
Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
Williams against George. Pass to Anderson. In the corner, Harden. Anderson the screen. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. George dishes to Thomas. 59 seconds left to play in the third. And George kicks to Thomas. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
You give him a sliver of space, and Isaiah Thomas is going to attack the cup. What a confident guy.
And Anderson kicks to Williams. Hits it from 3-point range. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. George with the defensive effort.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Gordon outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 7th assist in the game.
So many of Gordon's shots come from 3-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Rockets lead by 9. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Keep the ball moving. Quick decisions. Get the ball from side to side. Set better screens. Defensively, we got to do a much better job. Let's get on the glass.
Quick tune-up there from Tom Thibodeau. Wants to see improvement in a number of areas.
Yeah, and to me, it comes down to better execution across the board. Each guy needs to hold himself accountable for his part in the bigger scheme.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got P.J. Tucker. Gallinari is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's George in at the shooting guard position. They set the pick. The feed to Tucker. It's George on the wing. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, make no mistake, Paul George is a physical guy. He will not shy away from contact on these moves.
Two shots.
That free throw good from George. Houston making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Gorgie Dang. Gibson comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Levine subbed in for Thomas. Screen by Capella. Beverly the pass to Williams. Covington against Gallinari. Now Covington. From deep. That one's not going to go. Here's Levine. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Just a great job picking his spots where to be aggressive. Levine drawing fouls at a higher rate these days.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And so Levine nails both of them. Houston leading by 7. Screen by Capella. And Beverly kicks to Capella. He feeds it to Williams. Olynyk, a screen on George. Pass to Olynyk from outside the arc. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. 14 points for Kelly Olynyk.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Towns the screen. Levine kicks to Gallinari. Towns sets the pick for Gallinari. The 11-footer misses off the right iron. The Rockets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. On the wing, Williams. Fires, high post. The rebound by Gibson.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Levine dishes to George. Feeds it to Towns. Gibson the screen. Here's George. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Gallinari passes to George. Towns the screen. George against Williams. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Rockets leading by 10. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Shot from free throw range. Good work there as it goes.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
I'll tell you, that's really clever because it's not easy to get that mid-range off over a guy who's got a size advantage. He made it look easy.
And George kicks to Levine. Offensive rebound, and it's Towns on the follow. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
Well, such work ethic. Towns brutal on the offensive glass.
Williams dishes to Capella. Back to Williams. It's Covington on the wing. Gallinari covering. Covington kicks to Capella. Over in the corner, Beverly. The 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. George passes to Towns. Towns, a screen on Beverly. Gallinari outside. Williams against George. It's blocked. And here's Covington. He dishes it to Beverly. The 3 ball. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And like seeing Beverly get involved there. Sweet shooting from the speedy guard.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Gallinari against Olynyk. Gallinari dishes to Gibson. Shoots over Covington. That one off the back iron and out. Houston leading by 13. Williams with the ball. He kicks it to Beverly. The dish to Olynyk. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. The Timberwolves shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And Gallinari kicks to Levine. the pass to Towns. Shoots over Capella. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, the offense got him the ball in exactly the position they wanted. That's just better defense.
Covington passes to Capella, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Isaiah Thomas is checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 13. Kicks to Towns. Beverly against George. Back to Towns. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
How about the skill level of Anthony Towns? I'll tell you what, the touch inside, it's a joke how good he is.
Houston leading by 10. Outside Williams. And that one, good.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
And George kicks to Gibson. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Towns. They shoot again, and Capella sends it back. Beverly against Thomas. Now here's Beverly. Screen by Capella. Williams from outside connects from three-point range. Williams has got 7 points here in this quarter.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
George against Beverly, and George kicks to Towns. Another miss by Towns.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. He almost never get that wide open a look.
Thomas against Beverly. All on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Well, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
James Harden. He's checked in for the Rockets.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
To the inside, and Levine throws it down.
That is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance.
And then to dunk it with authority. Wow. Screen by Capella. And Beverly kicks to Capella. And here's Olynyk from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Olynyk's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Rockets. Timberwolves trail by 19. Outside, Levine. Pass to George. Towns sets the pick for George. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his third rebound tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Harden kicks to Covington for three. Olynyk. A rebound by the Timberwolves. George dishes to Thomas. Back to George. Pass to Towns. In the corner, it's Levine. 4 on the shot clock. Again, Levine missing.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Capella against Towns. Takes the 13-footer. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 8 points for Clint Capella. Timberwolves trail by 21. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That's his first personal foul.
Outside Thomas. Towns the screen. And Gibson, here we go. Good work defensively by Capella.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's Covington. Dishes it to Harden. Off target from three-point range. From the arc. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Lob pass to Capella. And he lays in the alley-oop. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 20 rebounds.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Capella against Towns. Shoots over Capella. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Towns has got 9 points here in the second half.
This guy's a versatile scorer. Towns can beat you from anywhere on the floor.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They lead by 21. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. It's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here, Harden draws the double.
Two.
Shooting for Houston, Aaron Gordon. Taking
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. They set the pick. Here's Thomas. It's rebounded by Houston. Land's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in game 2 for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
Hey guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for James Harden.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Devin Harris is checked in for Thomas. Glenn, a screen. Gordon kicks to Harden. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Harden's got 32 points in the game.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
The shot by Holiday, no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Harrell. Rebound by Chang. Allen in the post. Ariza covering. The kick out to Holiday. The feed to Tucker. Chang, a screen. Now Tucker. Holiday with the 3. So we see Houston taking the W here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side. David, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinal.